let's move on. Can you see my screen and am I audible clearly loud? Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and then continue where we have left yesterday. So today what we'll talk about is we'll talk about more on volumes. More on volumes. Okay, let's do that. So for that, definitely we need to launch an EC2 instance, right? Let's go ahead and launch an EC2 instance. So this time I'm going to launch Windows EC2, T2 Micro. And this time I'm going to launch 2 at the same time. And 1A, I'll enable the and rest, next, 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 existing security group, review and launch. So I have not mentioned the tag, so that's why it's empty. So I call it as Windows Server 1. And this one I call it as Windows Server 2. So I hope guys everyone are doing the practicals. Those who have already acknowledged here, that's fine. Rest of the people, please do the practicals. Without practicals, you cannot be champ on AWS. All right, so guys, here we have 2 EC2 instance. Now tell me how many volumes will be there if I go here. If I go and click here, how many volumes will be there? I can see there.
2 volumes.
2 volumes. One for server 1 and one for server 2. So let's go to the volumes here. And do you see this here? There are 2 volumes. Guys, at the time of launching the EC2 instance, I didn't mention the tags. That's the reason why it is not there. But it will be really difficult in your actual scenarios if you don't use the tag. See here, do you understand to which volume is related to which EC2 instance? It's difficult, but you can find it out here with the EC2 instance ID. If you drag it here, the first one, if you open this, this is server 1 and this is server 2. So I'll just go and put it, this has Windows Server 1. I call it as, this is root volume, na? Yes. And this one, Windows. If you use the tags properly, it is good for you. You can identify it. Okay, we have 2 EC2 instances, 2 volumes here, GP2, which is GP2, and by default you have 100 IWebs for this, and then it is in 1A availability zones, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think it's good to launch one more EC2 instance, another availability zone to show you a few things. So meanwhile, so I'll just go and launch another EC2 instance in 1B. Okay. I call it as Windows Server 3. Review. Okay, so I just want to tell you one thing here, guys. If you're not able to log into your EC2 instance, please check the security groups. In the security groups in inbound roles, we have RTP with my IP address, right? These IP addresses are static or dynamic, which is provided by your ISP provider.
Dynamic.
It is dynamic. So sometimes it might change. So if you are not able to log into your EC2 instance, simply edit it and change it to my IP again. So see, my IP has not changed. It will grab the latest IP all the time. So keep in mind, if you are not able to log in it, please check your IP might have changed. In my case, it's not changed yet. So in volume 3, okay, in volumes, so I have 3 volumes here. So let's talk about one of the volume. Guys, create volume, we will see it. Let's see in actions here first of all. So modify volume. Did we learn already that is it possible to increase the size of the volume on fly?
Yes.
Yes, we have learned that. And how to do is through modify volume. We'll talk more about modify volumes here. Meanwhile, so we have a volume. How to take the backup of the volume? What is the backup of the volume called?
Snapshot.
Snapshots. So like this. So let's say you have two EC2 instances like this, or three EC2 instances like this, and you have, let's say for example, volumes like this. Okay, so what you can do is, guys, of course, if these EC2 instances in the same availability zone, let's say I have 1A, and this is in 1B. Okay, now you tell me, guys, can you tell me, can I detach this volume and then attach it to this 1A? Possible? Yes, possible, because these are in the two same availability zones. So I can detach the root volume, and I can also detach this root volume and attach this root volume to here and attach this root volume to here. I can play around. But if you want to detach it, can you attach it to the 1B EC2 instance? Definitely no. What is the concept that you should use here? Snapshots. Remember snapshot? Remember that cross task? We have used two movie names. I don't remember those. But yeah. Yes. Okay. So here, let's talk. So you can create a snapshot out of it. How to create a snapshot? How to create a backup of your volume? Guys, you can take any backup, any volume backup. Let's say, for example, I want to take the backup of server 1. How to take that? Simply right click and create snapshot. I call it as Windows Server 1 snapshot. Create. See how easy to create a snapshot. So this snapshot will be available out here, right? And you can make use of this if you want. You can create a volume out of it. You can do whatever you want with this from the snapshot section. So this is how you create a snapshot. Let's select it. And I'll talk about this lifecycle policy here in our next thing. Copy and create snapshot will do same work. What? Copy and create snapshot. Copy of what? Ashish, create snapshot. I understood from volumes we can create snapshot. What is copy meaning? This, where do you see copy? Please elaborate. So guys, here, modify volume we'll see soon. You just saw that how to create a snapshot. Create snapshot lifecycle policy I'll talk about in lifecycle manager. And here we have delete volume. Guys, is it possible to delete volume while EC2 is while the volume is in attached mode?
No.
Definitely no. What you need to do, you need to what you need to do if you need to delete the volume? First you need to detach the volume. But is it possible to detach this volume? Okay, I'm detaching it. Will it detach? Yes or no?
No.
Will it detach? Those who say no, what is the reason?
Because first we need to we have checked an option
yes.
delete on termination.
Is it possible to detach the root volume while EC2 is running, guys? No. See here, you cannot detach it. So if you want to detach it, what you need to do? You need to stop the EC2 instance. So I'll just go and quickly stop server 2. I'll go and stop server 2. And let's see whether we can detach server 2 volume, root volume, this volume. So let's wait for that. It is stopping. No. Even the first detach will not detach your root volume. Take care, इसको. Okay, so this is gonna eat my time. Okay, let's see. Meanwhile, it will stop soon. So we cannot detach the volume for sure. See, we cannot detach it. So if you want to force detach, is also not possible. For root volume, unless you stop the EC2 instance, you cannot detach the root volume. But is it possible to detach the additional volume while EC2 is running?
Yes.
Definitely yes. That also we'll see. At least now it's something. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. If I terminate the instance, the volume also delete. Someone answer that? If we terminate the EC2 instance, this volume will get deleted? Yes, we have learned that. So if you terminate the EC2 instance, the root volume will also get deleted,
Yeah.
because delete on termination is
Enable.
enabled. The checkbox is checked. Yes. So guys, here we have changed auto enable IO settings. Don't change it. So if you remove it, it will affect your performance. So if you don't want to auto enable IO, don't check it. Let it be always checked. Don't uncheck it. It will hit your performance. And edit tags. So now I want to show the detached volume. Okay, now it is stopped. Do you see that server 2 is stopped, right? Let's go and detach server 2 root volume. How to detach it? Is it possible to delete first? No, you need to first detach it. See here, detach. Now it is detached. There is a question, EC2 terminated, root volume deleted, 11 snapshot will also be deleted. Answer that. Good one. So guys, do you see this? Once I have detached the root volume, do you see this? It is in available state. You see this in available state. Right? So if you see in available state, that meaning you can attach this volume to any EC2 instance. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to the same EC2 instance. You can attach it to any EC2 instance, provided this should be in the same availability zone. Should I attach it back to the server 2? How to attach it? So here, attach volume. Do you see this? Attach volume. Guys, what is the device name of the root volume?
Slash SDA slash
slash dev slash SDA1. What is that? Slash dev slash SDA1. Guys, can you tell me? I have Windows Server root volume which is in 1A. Can I attach to 1B EC2 instance? Possible? No, not at all.
No.
Why? Do you see this? Click on attach volume. Do you see this here? You will be able to see only the EC2 instance which is available in 1A. That's the reason why 1B EC2 instance you cannot attach it. When you're attaching, if the volume is in 1A, it will show only 1A EC2 instance. If your volume is in 1B, it will show only the EC2 instance which are in 1B. That's the reason why it cannot attach it. See here. So to which EC2 instance I need to attach it? Server 2. Take it. And here is a device name. Guys, do you know what type of volume we are attaching to the EC2 instance? Root volume, right? Root volume device name should be always what? Slash dev slash SDA1. Otherwise, it will not identify the OS to boot it. So apart from this, if you go with XVDF or XVDGF, whatever it is, it will consider as a additional volume. So if you are attaching the root volume to any EC2 instance, right? Any EC2 instance, keep this in mind. You should always give this device name. I will go and attach it. See, now it is attached, and I can start the EC2 instance. Guys, Okay, there is question. Sir, can you show once how we can perform attachment of volume, internet connection broken for? I cannot help it. Yeah, I can. Please understand. If I go back to the concept again and again, we cannot. See here, how to attach it is, see, I'm detaching it. It is available. How to attach it? So here, attach volume to which EC2 instance? Server 2. And then here, /dev/sda1, we should give it and then attach it. This is how you attach the EC2 instance. Shifting the root volume to other instance will also transfer the data from earlier EC2 instance. Obvious. Okay, answer it, guys. Shifting the root volume to other EC2 instance, will the data will also get transferred? Obviously, yes, because all the data will be stored in your volume. If you are detaching that volume and putting it to another EC2 instance, obviously the data will be also moved. Clear, guys? You understood how to detach, how to attach the root volumes? Everyone? How did you create this volume? Super. I did not create this volume. When you are launching the EC2 instance, the root volume was there, na? Please put your brain. So guys, here, now, is it clear till here, everyone? Any questions? Is it possible to create the root volume manually?
No, we cannot create root volume manually.
No. So we cannot create this root volume manually. When you are launching the EC2 instance, we have the root volume attached already, right? So this is the root volume. Should we go and create our own volume now? If you are creating your own volume, that meaning it is a root volume or additional volume. If you are creating it, it's definitely an additional volume. How to do that? So here, do you see that? Create volume. So when you're creating volume, you know, right, already additional volume supports all volume types. Right? All volume types. Right? So here, creating a volume with GP2, all these things, creating a volume concept is same. So why to waste unnecessary money here? Let's go and create it a magnetic volume. And I'll put only 100. So before creating this volume, first of all, I'll just log into one of the server. I'll just log into one of the server. I log into server 1, my name batch. So we are checking this server 1, okay? Server 1. So I logged into this, and now can you tell me how many volumes I can see? How many drives I can see?
2 drives.
1. There's a question. Hold on. If you detach the root volume from server 1 to server 2,
Achha, we didn't create it right. Yeah. Once
server 1 will
additional,
stop
we can see
as OS
volumes.
is also shifted to server 2. Yes, if you detach, meaning, Rakesh, if you detach the root volume, meaning your server, your EC2 instance will be in stop state. And if you don't attach it again without the root volume, is it possible to the EC2 instance will start? No. That's the answer. Okay, guys, so this is the server 1. So I just log into the server 1, and let's go and see how many C drives are there. How many drives are there? Only 1. Do you see the C drive? That too, 30 GB C drive. And this C drive is same as this volume. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now, good one. This is how I show you. And now let's go and create an additional volume. Let's go and create an additional volume. I think before creating additional volume, it's a good idea to talk about modify volume. Let's talk that. Modify volume. Guys, see here. If you see modify volume, what is the volume size, root volume size at the moment? 30 GB. Now, this is a very, very common task for all the AWS engineers, that for the EC2 instance, you have to increase the root volume, or you need to increase not only the root volume, you need to increase the size of any volume. This is a very common scenario, because you might have launched an EC2 instance with the default settings with 30 GB, and your developer had installed so many things there, and your developer says, hey, my C drive is full, my EC2 instance C drive is full, can you increase the space? And what you need to do, and this is how you need to do it. How? Click on modify volume, and then I want to increase this 30 GB to, let's say for example, 50 GB. 20 GB extra I'm going and increasing it. So what is the, guys, is it possible to decrease the volume size from 30 to something 10?
No.
Do you see this here? The size of the volume can only be increased, not decreased. Rakesh, 30 GB only. Guys, got that? So here we have a GP2, right? And now you can change the volume type also, guys, on fly. If it is GP2, and if you want to change it to magnetic or GP3, I1, I2, you can change it. But here I'm just going and increasing it to 30 to 50. That meaning what? I have this C drive now. C drive, all of a sudden from 30 GB, I need to have this C drive as 50 GB on fly without stopping the EC2 instance. Should we do that now?
Yes.
Let's do that. So here we have 50, right? So how much size that you need, you just mention it. Guys, we are not putting any data. Don't put unnecessarily 100, 200, 500, 1 terabyte. It unnecessarily they will charge you. So just increase. If you are increasing to 50, is same as 500 GB or 5000 GB also. Yes or no? Yeah, it's the same thing. So increase it to only 20 GB extra. That doesn't must. So there is question. We can only increase the size of the C drive on fly, not decrease, or both ways we can do it on fly. Rakesh, one question for you. Did you miss our initial classes, or you were there since starting? Because definitely you should not get this kind of questions. I'm just, okay, you missed it. That's the reason. That's the reason. Yeah. So those have not, definitely. Guys, is it possible to decrease the volume size?
No.
Definitely no. Only increase. Only increase. Yeah. So, yeah. Do you see this here 50? And let's go and click on just modify. Okay. So if you click on modify, guys, now one question for you. Can you tell me, does AWS has access inside your EC2 instance?
No.
Definitely no. Definitely no. AWS will not have access to your EC2 instance. AWS is saying that, hey, from backend, I have increased from 30 GB to 50 GB, but you need to do something on the OS level, that file system level by yourself. That meaning we have to do some customization, some configuration changes on our machines. You say that, yes, I will be doing it. Yes. Click on yes. Yes, I'll do it. So now this 30 GB, if you refresh it, let's see, it should move on to 50 GB. Do you see this? Did you stop the EC2 instance? No. On fly, you have increased the size of the volume, and you see this in use, and it is optimizing. But let's see on our EC2 instance. If I refresh it, do you have any change on this C drive yet? No, there is no change on the C drive. What we need to do is, this is the small thing that you have to do is here, go to disk management. What is that? You need to go to disk management. Go to disk management. Okay. So if you go to disk management, do you see this here? We have disk 0, which is C drive, and C drive healthy is 30 GB. And do you see this here, unallocated one? Do you see 20 GB is unallocated, right? So we need to mix this, extend this 30 GB to this also 20 GB. For this, what you need to do is simply right click here and extend volume. Right on this. log into the EC2 instance, go to disk management, and then don't click on this one. So this one, right click on C drive 30 GB and click on extend volume. And we have we know, right, since our childhood we are doing next, aankh band karke, right? Do the same thing, next, and then finish. And now it is 50 GB. Let's go and see it here. And now it is 30. If I refresh it, now it has changed to 50. So guys, you have increased the size of the volume on fly without any impact to the customer or to the user. This is the power of AWS. Is it possible to increase on your laptop, on your physical machine, on your virtual machine? You can do it, but it's very difficult to do on these cases. But guys, keep this in mind. Once you have increased, you cannot decrease it. No. Once you have increased, you cannot decrease it. So don't do it blindly. Just think about the requirement, check the requirements, right? Check the requirements. Yeah, Pankaj, that is the exploring thing that I will be giving the task today. So check the requirement, whether if the customer says they need 100 GB extra, find out why they need 100 GB, find out with the user, find out with the developer why they need 100 GB, is that really necessary or not? So you can increase from 50 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 100, but remember, you cannot go back. You cannot go back. Is this clear how to increase the size of the volume on fly, everyone? We cannot decrease root volume. Can we decrease the addition? No. Rohit, we cannot decrease the volume. That can be even root, that can be even additional. Okay, now? Okay, so this is about the volume, modify volume, create snapshot we did detach, we force detach it, we attached it, we delete it. Yeah, so let's go ahead and then, now, this is also a common task that your developer will ask you, hey, I need a D drive here. I need a D drive to your EC2 instance. How to attach an additional volume to the EC2 instance is the task now. How? So we should go and create a volume. Create volume. So I'm going to creating one magnetic volume which is 10 GB. I don't want to put more size, right? And then guys, tell me, I want to attach this additional volume to the EC2 instance. Does the volumes has availability zones? Yes or no?
Volume will have availability zone. Yes.
Does the volumes has availability zones? Yes. So now you tell me, I'm attaching to the server one, to which availability zone I should select here? Which availability zone I need to select? 1A, 1B, 1C, or Inky Pinky Ponky?
1A.
1A. So keep this in mind. You have to select the availability zone to the same of the EC2 instance that you're gonna attach it, right? So I'm going to attach to the server one here, instance availability zone here, server one is in 1A, so I need to create the volume also in 1A only. So I'll select 1A. Guys, you want the volume a fresh raw volume, or can you also create a volume from the snapshot? Yes. If you want to create a volume from snapshot also, you can create a volume. Here, from snapshot also, you can create a volume, or ulta, right? You can do also other way also. While creating a volume, you can select a snapshot. But I'm not doing this. And while creating a volume also, you can go and encrypt it also. No issues. Okay, do you understand here? So select magnetic, I'll put it 10. So if server is on 1A, can't we create volume in 1B? Right? If server is in 1A, can't we create volume? You can create a volume, but attachment, you cannot do it. You can create it. No one will stop you to create in 1A, 1B or 1C. But attachment, you cannot do it. So guys, I'm creating the volume here. See, volume is created. I call it as Windows Server 1. additional volume. Okay, do you see this volume is available? Should we go and attach it to the EC2 instance? Yes. So see here, on the EC2 instance, I don't have D drive. Let's go and attach it now. So how to attach? See here, attach volume. And here, the same thing, someone was asking, you should be able to, you will be seeing only the EC2 instance which is in 1A. 1B, you cannot attach it. This is what I was talking about. So let's go and attach it to the server 1. Guys, this EC2, this volume is additional or root? Additional, right? So for that additional, do you give like /dev/sda1? No, don't give /dev/sda1. That is for only root. For additional, you can go with along with xvdf all the way to xvdp. So you can just leave it like xvdf or xvdg, hij, klmn like this, right? And I'm going and attaching it. And now it has turned to in use. And can I see? I have attached it, but can I see it in my EC2 instance? No. What I should do it now? Same concept. So go to disk management. Go to disk management. And do you see this disk 1 with 10 GB? And it shows offline. So let's make it online. Right click, and you have only one option called online. Make it online. Oh, it's not initialized. Let's initialize. Right click. There is only one option here. Initialize. Initialize disk. Okay. Right? Now it is online. Now it says unallocated. So right click on this, and there is only one option again, new simple volume. Click on that, and next. You want D drive, E drive, F drive, whatever name you want, you can give it. Next, and finish it. So if you go here, and you should see the D drive. Understood? Same concept. How many volumes that you want to have it here? Those many volumes you can create it and attach it like this. Attach it and make it available like this. And also you can, again, it's the same concept. If you want to increase from this 10 GB to 20 GB, same concept. Go here, go to that volume and modify volume and increase from 10 to 20 and then modify apply and just go here and then extend the volume from this root volume. You will get this additional 20 GB here and extend it. Same concepts. Any questions? Clear now? Nice. So we have seen all these things. Let us see here your lifecycle policy. So if you click this lifecycle policy or going to this lifecycle manager, both are same. So what is this lifecycle manager? Guys, imagine now we are dealing with only 3 EC2 instances. Imagine in your enterprise level, you might have hundreds of EC2 instances. Next question. Why memory changing rapidly in C drive? Early it's 15 GB, now 35 GB. Eh? Where? Memory changing. Is it question to me, Prasad? I didn't understand that question. Sir, the host description on Windows on top right now desktop, is it done manually? No. Yeah, we increase the size. Oh, you're talking about the size, not memory. Man, so that is not memory. Memory is completely different. We are talking about the volume size from 20. Yeah, we did it manually, man. Yeah. So can we copy additional volume to another instance? Can we copy additional volume to another instance? See, the wordings that you guys are using, you need to little bit grow up there. So here, copy meaning is completely different. So you mean attaching and detaching, Pradeep? If you want to attach and detach, definitely yes, possible. That is possible. But keep this in mind, it should be in the same availability zone. It should be in the same availability. Copy meaning, how to copy? if you're talking about disk copying from this Windows folder to this D drive, possible, these normal Windows things. But if you want to move completely this one volume to another EC2 instance, attaching and detaching is the concept. Make sure that you are in the same availability zone while attaching and detaching. Pradeep, okay? Yeah. Did I answer all the questions? Did I miss anything? Says, sir, host description. Host description, Abukar, it will come automatically. It will come out. It's just a configuration. It's just a setting somewhere. It's not manual thing. It's automatic. Nice. Okay. So let's move on. So here, in an enterprise level, you might have many hundreds of EC2 instances. Is it possible in that case to take the backup of your volumes manually? Now you have only 4. Just imagine you have 100 and you want to take the backup of that 100 volumes at the same time at the night. Is it possible to do it manually? Right click, create snapshot, right click, create snapshot, right click, create snapshot. No, it's not possible to do that like that. So for that, previously when I was new into the AWS, when the AWS was new, I still remember I used to write some script in order to take the backup of the volumes. But now AWS has added this lifecycle manager where you can automate the creation and deletion of your EBS snapshots. So you can create a snapshot from the volume, you can create this from the snapshot from the volume and delete it based on the schedule and based on your requirement automatically. How? You need to create a policy like this. Guys, one question for you. I have, let's say in this case, I have these 4 volumes. I have 4 volumes and I need to take the backup of all the 4 volumes. Can you tell me how do I identify these volumes using what?
Tag.
Super. Rakesh, very good. Arun, nice. Kalyani, very good. Azhar. Guys, yes, tags. Remember tags, right? So tags is a concept where it is used to identify. So now what I do is, if you, let's say I want to take the backup of, let's imagine I have 4 only. You might have 400 also, okay? So I want to take the backup of only 2 volumes here. How do I identify? So guys, here for that, what you need to do is you need to add a tag. I'll add a tag called backup. Something called backup. I call it as yes. Backup, yes. I want to take the backup. So same tag you have to give it to the one which you want to take the backup. I'm just giving you some name. You can give any name. So now, see, I'm using with the tags. Let's go with the lifecycle manager and create a lifecycle policy. So guys, here, so create a lifecycle policy. See, data lifecycle manager enables you to automate the creation, retention, copy, deletion of EBS snapshot and EBS backed AMIs also you can do it. So guys, here, creation, you know how to create a snapshot. What is retention meaning? Guys, if you're taking the backup every day, how many backups that you want to keep it? In general, in your company, you can take one recent one or maximum 7 days or 1 month backup. But remember, if your retention period, if you put 1, that meaning you have 1 day latest backup. If your retention period you put it 7, that meaning for 1 volume you have 7 snapshots. For 1 volume you have 7 snapshots. And rest based on your retention value that you have provided, so automatically the old backups will be deleted. If you keep retention as 7 days backup will be there. If you put retention period is 1, only 1 day old backup will be there. If you put 30 days backup will be there. That is called retention. Okay, and you can copy this, guys, you can copy this snapshot from one region to other region also automatically with this. So this is like automation. Let's go ahead here. So I'm just going and creating a snapshot here, or you can go with the AMIs also, guys. Both are same. So let's go with the AMI EBS snapshot policy. Resource type. You want to go volume based or instance based? Your wish. So here I'm going with the volume based. I call it as here backup policy, something. Oops. F11, huh? Okay. Okay. So target with these tags. Guys, which volumes that we need to target it? What is the tag that we have given? How to target your volumes? Do you see this backup? We have a tags with the backup and name also. Na? So backup, yes. So any volume, that can be 4,000 volumes also. If you have managed the tags properly, if any volume has the tag called backup is equal to yes, those volumes will be considered to take the snapshot automatically. Okay, now? So keep the default role here. Keep the default role here and schedule. When you want to take this backup, guys, when you want to take the backup, you want to take it daily, or you want to take it weekly, monthly, yearly, or you can have your cron expression, right? And you want daily every 12 hours at what time, exactly at what time, and retention period, how much, how many retention period? If I put 1, that meaning how many backups that you want to retain? 1 day backup, or you can retain 7 days, your wish. You can put how much ever you want, and maximum is 30, I don't know. Yeah. So snapshot destination, in which destination you want to keep the snapshot, in Mumbai itself or whatever. So guys, this is the policy schedule. So, and here see, this is the tags that you can copy also, tagging. And don't enable this fast snapshot restore. Did we talk about this fast snapshot restore? Yes, na? Yesterday, right? So what is this fast snapshot restore? That meaning, if you want to create a volume out of a snapshot, let's say the snapshot is 100 GB and you want to create a volume out of it, it will take time na, to create a volume with that data. And if you enable this, it will enable fast snapshot restore to ensure that volumes created per snapshot and instantly deliver all the provision and performance. So if you want to do it very fastly, and you can enable it, but remember this will be charged. Don't check it. And cross region copy. Guys, the snapshot will be copied in the Mumbai region only. The backup, you are taking the volume backup, that means nothing but snapshot, will be copied in the Mumbai region only. But if you want to copy it in the another region, that also you can copy it. So if you want to copy it in the same region, or if you want to copy it in another region, guys, automatically you can keep it in the other region also. And in fact, you can also copy or share your snapshots automatically to the other account also completely by giving your AWS account ID. So you have so many options here, guys, and you can have multiple schedules. We have done schedule 1, right? You can create multiple schedules with multiple tags or multiple whatever you want. So guys, so you have all kind of configurations here. Based on a requirement, you have to choose and leverage it. Do you understand? And then click on create policy. So policy has been created. So guys, so this policy, so which one, it will taking the resource is volumes, and policy type it is taking snapshot. So there is no option for copying the snapshots in a particular availability zone of a region. Good question. Guys, is that question valid? Yes or no? Is there any no option for copying the snapshot in a particular availability zone of a region? Yes or no, or question not valid? I am giving three options. Yes, no, or not valid. Which one? Not valid. Right answer. Why? Guys, does the snapshot has availability zones?
Yes.
No. So if there is no availability zone for a snapshot, is there any valid reason to move from one availability zone to another availability zone? See here, snapshots, there is no availability zones concept. So the concept of moving from one availability zone to another availability zone is only for the volumes, not for snapshots and not for AMIs. Did we learn that already? AMIs and snapshots has availability zones? No, no availability zones. Yeah. Anytime, Rakesh. Yeah. So, guys, so see target volume with this. So this is the thing, and when it is scheduled, and whether you are sharing it to someone, so everything will be here. You can modify the policy, you can delete the policy, you can edit the tags. Do you understand? Is this clear? Very good. So, guys, EC2 practicals are very, very, very important. I'm telling you, don't miss the practicals. And the task for today is, you will have a good task. Guys, as I told you yesterday, I will be giving you a few tasks also for exploring things. I have shown you on Windows, but I want you to do it on the Linux also, because Linux is very, very, very directly, and you just put it on. Okay, I'll show you where you can get the steps. So guys, here, if you go and modify this from 30 to 50, for example, do you see this here? If you open this is for Windows steps, that's how I show you. And if you open this for Linux, you will get the steps to, steps to, sir, you have not shown how to delete. Please don't say not shown. So not shown is not a good frame, good word to frame. So guys, deleting, what is this? Yeah. So additional volume, let's go and detach it. Can't you do this? Right? So you just click on delete. Guys, I have detached. See my root volume. I was logged into this machine, and I can directly detach the root volume. I can directly detach the additional volume without stopping the EC2 instance. And how to delete it? Simply go and delete it. This is how you delete it. Okay. So guys, you have a good task for today. Let me explain. Do you remember the cross task that we have discussed?
Cross task. Yeah.
Guys, cross task.
Yeah.
Please check your old screenshot. I have given you. So what you have to do is, guys, you will have a good practicals today. See, launch 2 EC2 instance. One instance should be in 1A and one instance should be in 1B. Guys,
Okay.
one instance in 1A and one instance in 1B. And attach the volumes that can be root or additional. Go with additional. Okay, you have volumes like this. Now I want to detach this additional volume and attach it to this. Do you remember that we have discussed and wrote the steps also in theory section? How to do this? Very good. So guys, what you need to do is, first you need to create a snapshot. You will have a snapshot, and from that snapshot you create a volume, and that creating volume you have to put it in 1B, and newly created volume you should attach to here, and same to here. And this one, by doing this lab for you, you will really understand how the volumes can be moved from one availability zone to another availability zone. Right? And I have given you, see, first cross task, that is your task. And next one is increase the root volume size. Doable? Yes? I need answers.
Yes.
Yes. Add additional volume and make it available to the user.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Play with attach and detach volume of for root and additional volumes. Can you know how do you know now how to detach and attach root volumes and additional volumes?
Yes.
So this is your exploring task. So extend the existing volume on Linux and add the new volume for the Linux EC2 instance.
Okay.
So just put these words, extend the existing volume on your AWS EC2 instance on Linux, put it on the Google, you will get nice steps. Just execute it. I want you to do these things, right? By this, you will get the confidence that how to search it in internet, how to get a valid things, and then you will understand how confident you will feel after this task. So lifecycle manager policy, create it, and then guys, do you see that you create it? There we have mentioned the time, right? 9 a.m. UTC. If you want to see that with your eyes, keep the right time. That meaning there it is UTC, na? What is the UTC time now? It is 4:29 a.m. right? So you just put it to 4:35 a.m. and then see whether that is creating the snapshots or not, for fun. If you want to use it, check it, and then terminate EC2 instances and delete the guys. When you terminate the EC2 instance, your additional volumes will be deleted. No, don't do that mistake. So because you will think that additional EC2 instance will get terminated, but root volumes will be lying out there and that will be charged for you. So make sure that additional volumes will be deleted. And these snapshots, yeah. So these are the tasks. Interesting?
Yes.
Take that. So now I'm gonna, guys, I put it in the chat. Please take the task out there. And now I'm going and terminating all the EC2 instances. Guys, make sure that lifecycle manager policy also get terminated. Unnecessarily, it will take the backup. Of course, you don't have any volumes there, but yeah. Any questions? And we have a class tomorrow also. What we see tomorrow, how many classes are pending? Many, yeah. So guys, keep this in mind that only EC2 is a bigger one, and rest topics EC2, S3, VPC, these Route 53, these are the bigger topics. The rest are all 1 or 2 days topics, right? We'll not need to take these many days for each and every service. Okay, so I have terminated. Make sure that you go to the, see here, do you see this one additional volumes and snapshots are also pending? So make sure, yeah, so make sure all things, this should be 0. So go to volumes and you see this additional volumes, additional volume is there. Really, that was additional? Might be. So it is deleting and there is a snapshot. So you go and delete the snapshot there and go to instances, nothing. Go to dashboard, all are 0 except keeper and security. This is how make sure that you don't get any bill. So after doing all kind of practicals, make sure that you have this 0 things. Yeah. No, root volume will be terminated automatically, Manideep. Maybe I have renamed it with the tags things. So Fahimuddin, this cross task. In our theory section, we have discussed about the cross task. Check the screenshot. So you want to detach this additional volume attached to the another EC2 instance which is in different availability zone. That's cross task concept. Yeah. Great. Any questions, guys? Any questions? There is a question now going on. Sorry for silly questions, sir. No need. Can we attach a root volume of instance 1 to instance 2? If so, how will the root volume act in instance 2? Can we attach the root volume of instance 1 to instance 2? So guys, question here is, can we attach Fuzzaloo? So can we attach a root volume of instance 1, instance 2? Why not? We can detach the root volume and attach to the another EC2 instance. Simple as that. How the root volume acts in EC2 instance? Same thing. It just root volume is only used for booting purpose. Your C drive operating system. So today's task you will get to know that. You just do the today's task, you will understand much puzzle. Okay. And another question: is it act as additional volume in EC2? No. See, guys. Don't leave. So there are two EC2 instances like this. Okay. And there is one root volume here, and there is also one root volume here. Okay. See here, guys. This is a root volume. Huh? This root volume you are attaching to the another EC2 instance. First of all, is it possible to attach two root volumes for one EC2 instance? Definitely no. So you need to detach the second volume and attach to here as a root volume. If you are attaching this volume to this EC2 instance as a root volume with a device name called /dev/sda1, this will act as a root volume. Guys, and another one, this root volume, can you attach it as a additional volume? Yes, possible. Why it is says as root volume? Because you are attaching as /dev/sda1. If you are attaching with as xvdf, this root volume can be as additional volume. But there is any use? There is of no use. This will act as an additional volume. That's all. Operating system files will be there, but there is of no use. So it is matter of how you are attaching with the device name matters a lot. As well as there, sir, can we perform auto scaling for sitting here? Auto scaling we'll see in tomorrow. We'll discuss load balancer. After that class, we'll discuss about auto scaling. While copying the AMI or snapshot, the list of destination regions is not listed in the AWS region. Is it not one? It is listed, but it is separate. By default, it will be copied in the same region, Dinesh. But if you want to copy it in another region, there is a checkbox at the bottom. So you select that, you will get it. Got it, sir. Thank you, sir. No problem. Okay, great. So can you give me the final CC for today, guys, on these topics?
Final CC.
Okay, guys, that is all for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we have a class, right? I'll see you tomorrow with the next topic. Tomorrow is very important topic, very, very important topic, guys. Load balancer. So that is very important, and tomorrow we'll talk about. Tomorrow is very important. I'm telling you, tomorrow is very important. I'll be talking about a little bit on how to we'll user data. Basically, user data is a very important concept. Load balancer, how to put the applications and all. Don't miss the class tomorrow. That is all, guys, and see you tomorrow with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Thank you.